Hello, everybody. Welcome back once again to the Legend of Dragoon playthrough. Been a while since I've made one of these videos. Figured I'd pick it up again, dust off the microphone, and get this going. So in the beginning of this one here, we are, I believe, right outside of the Shrine of Shirley, I believe. Excuse me, sorry about that. We're gonna head inside. This dungeon is pretty easy. I don't know. Apparently, it's a pretty decent spot to like level up if you feel like you need to. I'm kind of actually going to avoid that, and I don't know why. Do I really just stand around here forever? There we go. Jeez. I'm gonna not spend much time here, to be completely honest. Maybe I'll come back later or something. Who knows? But I don't like specifically right now we're missing Shauna, and Shauna already doesn't get enough time in my active party the way it is, so she always kind of falls behind in levels already. So like I didn't want to, exacerbate the problem. So, anyways, this place is kind of interesting. All of the chests are empty for the time being. But the rewards we will obtain at the end. Let's see, what are we saying here? Take out your dragoon spirits. Oh, yeah, okay. So this is obviously a shrine that has some, power. They're resonating together. If you notice there, the light up above the doorway was like a silvery white colored. So that kind of, not to give a whole lot away, but there's a dragoon spirit here that is a silvery color. So, anyways, so we are inside now, and we're actually going to head off to the right. I believe it is first. And, after I just chill out for a little while. But as far as the enemies here go, some of them are actually, all right, I should say one of them can do some decent damage that I know of right off the top of my head. I guess I'll point that out once we come across them. But as far as items go, that same enemy that I was referring to, I think it's like the Crystal Golem, I think is the name of it. It actually does drop an item that, if I'm remembering correctly, absorbs, restores your MP if you're hit by a magic spell. So, I mean, I don't know how. Maybe I'll try that out later. I don't know that I will though. We'll see. Generally, when it comes to accessories, what was that, Blossom Storm that I got with Levitz? I think that was it. I think that's his. Excuse me. That's his level. Was that like his second spell? But anyways, all right. It's a ways to go further. Get out. Yeah, there's these weird signs everywhere that, just discourage you from being here. You thought that there's treasure, huh? I think the signs and messages are left by the one of the bosses of the area, so I guess it kind of makes sense. Here it is. So here's the Crystal Golem. Again, if I remember correctly, this is the guy that drops and I can't remember the name of the accessory, but that's the one that has the absorbs MP whenever you are subject to a magic spell. So again, we'll see if I actually end up using that or not. I'm not 100% sure, so we'll see. And if you notice here, I'm still using a lot of the old crummy editions. Obviously, Rose still doesn't have her second edition yet, so she's stuck using Whip Smack. But Dart's using Burning Rush, now that I think about it. And I think that actually is his third edition, so I kind of actually am kind of on the right track with him. Well, I mean, whatever. We're on the right track with everybody. It's just I've been meaning to, level up everybody's editions instead of just kind of letting them fall to the wayside. But what am I doing here? What's going on, buddy? Weird. I don't know why I'm just kind of hanging out. But yeah, there's one other enemy here that has an item that's I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it or like really worthwhile to farm this stuff. It's really your personal preference on whether or not you think you're going to use some of these accessories or not. But the other enemy is the strongman, I believe, and he drops I think it's a weakened version of the powerist or something. So like I don't know why that would be useful. It's kind of junk. So which also makes me question why they even bother putting it in. But whatever. All right, so this little pedestal here restores our health. There's a little dragon mural, I guess. I don't know. Carving or whatever into the wall, and that actually restores all of our health, so that's pretty nice. All right, yeah, so we're working on Burning Rush. Spinning Cane is we're getting there, and then Whip Smack is done. But all right, I think that's it for this area. And then that sign is actually kind of important. So it says statue facing left, and if you notice there, that's a silver colored statue, and that is a important hint trick to know for one of the puzzles in this area. So all right, we'll continue on here, and if you noticed again, the light that resonated with Dart when he interacted with the mural or the carving on the wall, that was another like a silvery light, so it should gives a little hint as to kind of what's coming up. Okay, so the crystal golem thing here that we're fighting, I think it's got a multi-target magic spell that's kind of brutal. I don't know if it ever ended up like using it on me though, so I may have just got lucky. But if I remember correctly, it deals a pretty decent amount of damage, especially to somebody like Levitz who has really low magic resist. So. What else was I going to say? Something else about it. Oh, I think it like stuns you too, or it has a chance to stun every time it uses that's whatever. I don't know. It looks like it's like it's clapping, but you're in the middle of his hands. Smashing. I don't know. I don't know how you would say that, but. Anyways, yeah, I believe it's got a chance to stun you now. I mean, I don't think it's worth, like equipping an accessory to prevent stuns or anything like that, but, okay, so we are in the next area and we need to interact with this, that looks like a ship wheel, right? And, then we'll jump across here and get another chest down here. There's nothing in here, don't you get it? Well, I'm starting to. But, persistence. All right, we'll hop back and exit the area, and I think that wheel actually is what opens up this next area. And we'll head on in there. Gargoyle. I don't remember these guys being fancy or not. And then I don't know what this other thing is, like a guard or something, right? Power up. That doesn't sound good. Generally, I don't, like my enemies powering up. Oh, there I fell in addition. Oh, did I just let it go? I did. Wow. Huh. Normally, so I'm still playing on an emulator, which, oh my gosh, it's just the way to go for this game. I got to be honest. I got to be completely honest. It's the way to go. There's a boss at the end of this video that unfortunately is one of the bosses in the game, and there's a few of them. I don't know how many off the top of my head, but some of the bosses drop items, and they don't drop them 100% of the time, and playing on an emulator just is, I don't know, it's amazing because, and I mean, it works on regular enemies too, but actually, now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure in an earlier video I had kind of showcased that. But anyways, I save state right before I attack, and then, if I defeat the enemy and the item doesn't drop, then I just reload the state, hit the defend command, and then roll to the next person, try it again, so on and so forth. And again, I mean, it's perfect for bosses. It's really, really good for bosses because boss fights, are typically super time consuming, or more, more time consuming at least than random encounters. So it's really nice to be able to just reload the state and get that item to drop. And this boss in particular has a very, very good one that I like a lot. But anyways, we'll talk about that more once we actually get there. All right, so here's the second statue, and then that's the gold one, if you notice. Maybe that's obvious. But the hint is that it's facing the front. So that's there's actually 2 puzzles in this area, and that's it for, I believe, the second puzzle, technically. And we've got one more coming up here, and I don't know. I probably didn't really need to go and do the minecart ride that's coming up, but I did it anyway just because it's kind of fun to show it off. So, but anyways, you get a code by writing on the minecart, and that's how we proceed to the final area. So, I believe that enemy on the left is the strongman, and again, that's the guy that drops the. I think it's the. Now I can't remember the name of the item, but it's like a weakened version of the power wrist. And again, I mean, I don't think it's worth trying to get it. To be honest, they're just not good. So definitely, I mean, whatever. If one drops for you, fantastic. But not something I think that's really worth spending a whole lot of time trying to obtain. So, what am I doing here? Just kind of hanging out again. By the way, and it's probably not noticeable and not really important to anybody, or maybe it is, but man, I was having a very hard time trying to do the commentary and actually playing this game. And I think honestly it's just because of the timing on the button presses for the or for combat. And, it's just distracting. So, unfortunately, it was kind of, I don't know, it was not fun to try to do the commentary and play at the same time. So, I just stopped doing that. And, I think this is the first video that I'll have done. No, I'm sorry. I think the previous one to this I did that way too, but it's much more enjoyable, much more relaxing. I can just, play normally and then come back and, kind of talk about what I did. Well, obviously less efficient, but I don't know. It wasn't working out. It was, it was not working out at all. So, anyways, all right, let's end that. Oh, and then I reloaded my save state just so I could do, and that's kind of funny too. So Whip Smack is completely done now. So there's really no reason for me to be reloading my save state whenever, I miss a Whip Smack, which by the way is completely pathetic. I mean. Whip Smack is the easiest skill Rose has. It's only one timing that you have to get correct. But you know what? I'm bad, and that's just the way it is. All right. A lot more dead time here. That's not something that I like. I like to keep moving. Wow. Does give me plenty of time to drink this tasty Dr. Pepper, though. Anyways, while we're waiting, so I don't know. I'm, I've been dragging my feet on these videos, and that kind of feels bad sometimes. But, I mean, I'll be honest. I'm very unmotivated when it comes to this game. I don't know what it is. It's just not. I don't know. It's not doing it for me. There's something that's missing, I think, with Legend of the Dragoon. It's probably why I never finished it way back in the day when I actually, got pretty decently far in it. But all right, anyways, Levit's leveled up and got Gust of Wind Dance, so that's great. Gust of Wind Dance is an amazing addition. That is it's incredibly damaging, and I will be, busting that out as soon as I can. But anyways, all right, seems like kind of apparatus with a numerical lock. You tried dart. And here I just purposefully didn't do the right number, I think. Just so that we could do the minecart ride. Yeah, I guess it's wrong. Yes, it is. I guess it doesn't work unless we use the correct numbers. Okay, so let's head up here to the right. And yeah, here we are. All right, so this chest, whenever you interact with it, bye-bye, it just throws you into the minecart. And yeah, it's fun. Speaking of minecarts, I know this is completely random. This is so random, and minecart made me think of it, but there used to be I guess you consider it a ride, right? At the Mall of America called the Mystery Mine Ride, and oh my god, it was so much fun. I'm such a nerd. But yeah, it's one of those deals, right, where you just sit in the chair and the chair, moves around and stuff, and you just kind of watch it's essentially just like watching a movie, but the chair is moving, so it makes you feel like you're, in this case, in a minecart. So it was kind of cool. Anyways, what was that? Yeah, what was that is right. Sorry, man. It was a really bad story and lame and whatever. Get off my case, Dart. All right. Let's head back inside. So, I probably missed all those numbers, but I thought it was 347. We'll see once I actually enter them. But, as you go whizzing by these the plaques that are kind of hung up, numbers will flash across the screen. And again, I think it was 347, but we'll see. Oh, and their Levitts actually get stunned. So, yeah. Or is it knocked down? I don't know. I don't know what the different status effects are here. It's not, whatever. I guess it's not that important. He can't do anything for now. So, slap. Oh, Dart does too. Oh, everybody's snoozing, making the ladies do the work. All right. Good thing Rose is here to take care of business. All right. Bloom, bloom, bloom. Well, I've been kind of kicking around the idea of doing like a ton of farming too and getting a bunch of money to buy those ridiculous accessories, but I don't know. We'll see. I just feel like that's going to take so long. The first number is 3. The second number is 5. Oh, I was wrong on 7, right? There's no 7. Okay, 352. Boy, I was way wrong. I was super wrong. All right. But anyways, that opens up this little ladder that leads to the final area. And we will head up here. And here's the statues, and if I remember correctly, if you try to climb the stairs, they I don't know, they, they essentially turn into a ramp, if I remember correctly. But anyways, all right, so that silver statue, we need to turn left, and the gold one faces the front, and that should be it. There we go. Excuse me. Oof, dry throat. Jump across here. Jeez. Another empty chest. All right, and here we can actually save, which I think I might have to cut out some footage here because I think I just defended a bunch to get my health all the way back up. So let me just check. Thunk. Okay, yeah, that was the case. So I had to just chopped out some footage here, which we're coming right up to. So yeah, I knowing that there's a boss coming up, I decided to kill all but one enemy and then defend over and over until my health was completely restored, which thunk. take that spinning cane. And there's the cut. Okay, so like I said, I just cut out all the rest of that stuff. That was not really, exciting content. So, all right, we're going to continue on here, and I think Drake is coming up here. Yes, this is where our boss is at. And this guy's really weird. Drake, it's amazing you made it through the traps, but your luck is over, because I won't let you any further. Come on, draw your sword. Wait, we're just here to look for the Dragoni plant. We don't want to fight. You want me to believe that? You must be after the treasure, aren't you? That's not it. It's quicker to beat him. You thieves! Now you reveal your true selves. Prepare yourself. That's sort of ironic that he calls us thieves. I have like a suspicion that he's the one that stole everything. But also, I love Rose, how she's like, just not diplomatic at all. She's just like, let's just beat him. It'll be quicker. And I mean, fair enough. Let's do that. All right, so Drake is a little annoying. He's got some traps that he'll throw out, and they actually really hurt. Specifically, the bombs. Yeah, I mean, there's only two different types of traps. One is like a web type, or a wire, I think it's technically considered. And if I remember correctly, you can't actually attack him when the wire is up, which is annoying. But again, the bombs are the more pressing threat. But I'm going to be saving my magic for those. And I will say one thing. I don't know that using the special was the best thing. I'll show you one of my traps. Again, really weird though. Why with that looks like a wizard hat, and he's like a bandit. I don't know. Whatever. Shouldn't criticize people's wardrobe too much. All right. So we're gonna use the special, and I did notice one thing, and I mean, this is probably something that I should know already, but I think so Levitz is the one that activated the special, right? Now, I don't know if I would have just used his regular attack, like a dragon attack or whatever it's considered. That's his single target physical attack or whatever. I don't know if it would have been like an automatic, but when I used his attack, when it came back around to his turn again, I didn't have to do this. I didn't have to use his power up thing. So maybe that's one of the benefits of using the special command. I'm not sure, but it's my theory, and I should know right now, but I don't. But I'm trying to make that connection. And I'm being completely honest here. After having not played this game for a couple weeks, I was floored that I was able to do two of those physical dragon attack things back to back, and do a perfect job. So that was not expecting that. All right, so here's the wire trap. This is the one that I was talking about, where you can't. Magic actually, I think, does damage both targets here. So that's what we're gonna do. But anyways, so what I was actually kind of trying to get at though was I'm not sure if I should have gone with the transform everybody. And the reason why I say that is because once you activate that, they have to use their dragon form for technically, I guess it's a total of 6 turns, right? Because everybody gets 2 turns as a dragoon. But you have to use them back to back. Whereas if you just use the individual transformations, you can actually kind of pick and choose, what skill you want to use and stuff. And you're not then stuck in dragoon form. And that's kind of important when you're fighting a boss that you want to try to get an item from, because if you make a kill shot, or in my case, I should say, since I'm playing on a emulator. And if you're not playing on an emulator, obviously this isn't going to apply to you because you just want to try to kill the guy. And and unfortunately, if you don't get the item to drop, you're going to have to reset your game completely. But in my case, you don't want to make kill shots while you're in Dragoon form because that means that you don't have any options. That means you have to kill him because you've only got essentially attack commands. So it's not actually really that great to even be use them early. And I mean, honestly, in this case, it worked out just fine. So I'm kind of making a bit to do about really nothing. But and that was what I was talking about earlier there, where it looked. I didn't have to power up Levitz's attack at all. He just automatically did them all. So again, I think that might be because I used the special command with him specifically. But yeah, anyways, so it's just what I'm trying to say is, if you're playing on an emulator, you just have to be careful about your Dragoon transformations, because if everybody's stuck as a Dragoon and it's right at the end of the battle, well, you're going to have to, you can't use the defend command. So, yeah, so just be careful. But it worked out okay. The only thing though, and again, now that I've done the battle, I would have done this differently. I would have not transformed everybody at the same time, and the reason for that will be coming up. And it'll be pretty obvious when it happens. But I should say the reason for that is because the multi attacks that every one of these characters has, their magic spells, are fantastic for taking out his bombs, and those are brutal. If you and I actually let myself get hit by a couple of the bombs, and yeah, they they do a lot of damage, especially to Rose. So you gotta be careful with these things. But all right, so let's see here if this worked out timing goes. I feel like so Rose actually does have enough to transform again, so that's good. And I'll be able to just wipe these out. Now, the problem I had though. Oh, okay, I see what I'm doing here. So you'll hopefully see the problem that I ran into though, and that is that I feel like this is too early though. I feel like it's too early to kill him. Oh, we'll see here. I thought at one point I had transformed, used a AOE or a multi-target attack, and then he just died. But I don't know if it was this one or not. So let's see here. It feels like it's too early for that to happen. So I think at some point, Drake restores his health, and that's coming up. So yeah, I feel like this is a little too early for that nightmare scenario. Well, not a nightmare scenario, but it wasn't working out exactly how I wanted it to. Boom. That is a cool spell. Oh, that was it. That was the kill shot. Yeah, so this is the exact scenario that I was talking about. But anyways, I cut out all of the so it didn't drop. He didn't drop his item. So at this point, I reloaded my save state and I defended that turn with Rose instead. And it took a while, but I kept repeating that process and got the bandit ring to drop. Bandit ring is fantastic. It's a male only accessory that increases your agility by 20. So it makes your turns come up faster. So I love it. And I'm going to put that on Levitz, and it'll probably stay on him potentially the entire game. I have to protect Shirley, and this must be Shirley. Yes. Drake, it's okay now. Is it, though? People with Dragoon spirits, why are you disturbing my quiet moment? What are you? We are not here for that. We are here to save our friends. And we're not here for what? Life of your friend. Do you remember me? Jeepers. You are Rose, aren't you? Oh, I understand. You have been on your sad journey. You too, Shirley? What? Won't you spare me some Dragoni plant? Shauna is suffering from dragon's poison. Dragon. Oh, they are still clinging to life. Unfortunately, don't have any Dragoni plant. Well, that's a problem. Then what about Shauna? Yeah, what about us, man? So this is all about us here. There is only one way to save her. I'll try anything. Just tell me. Yeah, tell him. Are you telling? Are you about to tell? Dragon's poison can be removed with the dragon spirit of a white silver dragon, which is filled with healing magic, which explains the times we were healed earlier on. Now I will challenge you to see if you deserve this dragoon spirit. Oh, well. Shall we begin? Try to overcome it. If you cannot do it, the girl basically will die. Jesus. Okay, it's stakes are a little high. No pressure though. So this is a very different fight, if you can even really call it that. Basically, you really just want to defend. There's no reason really to attack, unless you want to build up your additions. But you also don't want to attack Albert or Shauna. So, yeah, I guess just be safe. Don't attack. Don't bother. There's just really no reason to. All right, so she transforms first into Shauna, and then she's going to ask us a bunch of questions. Dart, I've been waiting. Why did you leave without saying a word? And he said the answer is wanted to find the black monster. Okay. Black monster, eh? Dart, what are you going to do after you find the black monster? And the answer, of course, is get revenge. Revenge? For what? What did the black monster do to you? I think he raised his village, essentially. I think that's the answer to that. All right, anyways. Please forget about revenge and be with me. The black monster or me, Dart. And then the answer, obviously, is Shauna. Shauna is more important than revenge and chasing after the black monster. All right, so after those... Was that three questions? I think it was three. Levitz, show me what you believe. So she kind of like, I don't know, addresses the person who she's going to be asking questions to. And then obviously turns into Albert, who has a kind of a awesome stance. Levitz, what are you doing here? Forget Shauna. And then I think the answer is Shauna needs me. And then, are you disobeying my order? And we'll just have to defend a couple more times here. Guard. And here we are. Levitz, are you disobeying my order? Choosing one over me? Many? Shauna needs me. Levitz, well said. That's the renowned knight. Blah, blah, blah. Whatever, I missed that. Help Shauna. Okay. I think that was 3 questions. I feel like I'm whizzing by these so fast that I'm not having time to read them. Dart, blah, blah, blah. The answer is no matter what, I will go. And I don't know if it matters what you say with these last answers. Brave young people, something. Let's ask you, who is the most pertinent person for you to protect? And that's mother. Mother! It's human to care about parents. You are human before being a knight. Bonding makes human strong. Don't forget you have somebody waiting for you. Lastly, Rose, I ask you, what does life mean to you? Nothing but sacrifice. Because Rose is a total badass. See the end to your journey. Something about waking up the old you and leading you to the future. Now illuminate the something with the spirit of the white dragon. Okay, so yeah, I don't know. There's the Silverstone. And everybody levels up. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. Then I think we're going to revive... what's his face here? Acquired white silver dragon stone or something. Okay. Very cool. He's protected my peace from countless attempts by bandits. He stood up to you. Please save Drake. I have an entity, so I cannot draw on the power of the spirit. But I don't feel any power holding it like this. Hold it up with the spirit of the red dragon. Spirit. Oh, there you go. All right, so they're working together. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool, right? Your red-eyed dragon draws the healing power of the white-silver dragoon spirit. Or is it dragon spirit? I forget. And bing, bang, boom, just like new. We can savor with this. Dart, gazing at the truth sometimes brings pain, but you will be able to overcome it. Okay. Rose, you are a badass. You are the best. I'm looking forward to the date our roads of fate will cross again. It's very weirdly worded. So, all right. She's going to the place where she belongs. So basically, my impression here is that, you know, Shirley's going to go start a fan club for Rose somewhere where she belongs. Oh man, I suck. But I mean, I'll be honest. I mean, I don't know. This writing is just terrible. I mean, this is probably one of the biggest reasons why it's harder for me to play this game. It's just the writing is just it's just terrible. But anyways, all right, we've got a bunch of treasure chests here. Most of them have just this 20 G's in there, which is, you know, not impressive, but whatever. We'll take it. Healing Breeze. Here's another. Oh, nope. Demon Stiletto. My bad. There's the 20G. And the final 20G. Okay. So, yeah. All but 2. And then here I'm going to equip Levitz with the Bandit Ring. Which again gives him 20. Oh, speed. I think I said agility earlier. It's actually speed. So yeah, that brings his speed up by quite a bit. I think he's at 60. So he's actually even faster than Rose is right now. And then she gets the Demon Stiletto, frightens enemies. You know, sometimes, which is I don't know. I don't remember what fear does. I think it's, I don't know what, you can't use magic or something like that. I don't remember. Probably getting that completely wrong. But yeah, all right. So additions, we have no changes, nothing we can do there. But I think at this point we just need to cruise. Shirley, where did you go? Well, I mean, dude, she went to her special place. Okay, she said that she was gonna do that. But yeah. Anyways, I love the Bandit's Ring. I think that thing is fantastic. I like the fact that, you know, Levitz is his weak point is you know, his magic defense, but that's not that big of a deal because he's got so much health. But he's also super slow. But, you know, with the Bandit's Ring, that kind of shores up that weakness, gives him the 20 agility. So, you know, again, his turn will come up quicker, which means actually, technically, you can heal in battle more often. You know, deal more damage in battle because you're acting more often. So, yeah, it's just a fantastic item. So, probably going to leave that on him for, you know, whatever, the foreseeable future, possibly the rest of the game. We'll see. We'll see how it turns out. But all right, anyways, I'm about out of time here. But yeah, this one ended up being a little bit long, but had a lot to get done. So I'm going to zip on out and I'm going to save my game and call it a day. So, all right, as always, hope the guide was helpful. Thanks for watching.